So I'm making this video to right some wrongs. Around half a year ago, I made my first real commentary video on an iceberg I made for the Steam game Marble Race, and that video sucked. The iceberg had a lot of weird placements and missed out on a lot of things, the mic quality was terrible, F animation plays, and the glitch is unsuccessful. Well, the mic quality is still terrible, but it sucked even more back then. The video was cringe. Let's play a guessing game. Who do you think messed up? Was it me, this chair, or lemon.png? And the whole thing was a chore to watch. If you couldn't tell already, I love iceberg videos. I still watch them to this day. At this point, they've gone from a trend to basically a video genre of its own. Now that I have way more experience in editing, I can finally make a video worthy of joining the ranks. I also updated the Marble Race iceberg to be much more expansive, going from 70 entries on the original to 117. Remember how every iceberg video ever explains to you what an iceberg is? I'm not here to waste your time, so we're just gonna skip that. Hey gamers, welcome back to XX_Marble Race Gaming 65_XX, and today we're gonna be going over the Marble Race iceberg. Let's go! Layer 1, Blue Skies. Layer 1 consists of entries that anyone would learn from a quick glance. All of these entries are very well known in the Marble Race community. Colors. There's not many better entries to start off on than Colors. Colors is the first campaign made in the game by Elastic Sea, the developer of Marble Race. This campaign is meant as a way to introduce players to the game's mechanics and the marble racing game genre in general. Colors campaign consists of 7 different chapters, which are made up of 1 to 3 levels each: pink, blue, light blue, yellow, orange, brown, and dark. Each chapter has their own mechanics and designs, leading to a pretty unique experience overall. The campaign isn't really too difficult other than brown and dark, and most of these levels are well made, except for a certain level that I'll get into later. Marball. Marball is the name of the default skin in Marble Race. It is a black marble with 2 white spots, similar to an 8-ball without the number. The name was actually decided in a poll in the Marble Race Discord server to decide whether it was to be named Marball or Marbler. In my opinion, the superior option was chosen. Checkerboard texture. This is the name of the default texture in the game. Its default colors are a light blue and white, though these colors can be changed to create new patterns. The default texture is often a good indicator of the quality of a level, as if the color combination is terrible or the default one, there's a higher chance of the level being rushed or poorly designed, though not all levels fitting this criteria are bad. Take machines for example. Skin select. The skin select is a feature on the menu that obviously allows you to change your skin. If you're using a custom menu, there might not be a skin select, but why would you choose one without a skin select? That's just inefficient. You can also put a skin select in normal levels, but that's just weird. You can even put skin selects in arenas, and that's even more ridiculous. Be right back guys, I gotta change my skin quickly. Stay right there! Don't fight while I'm gone! Timer. Another necessary mechanic to the marble racing genre. When the countdown concludes at the start of the level, the time begins, counting down from a certain number. If the timer reaches 0, you lose the level and have to restart from the beginning. In campaigns, any time left on the timer is cumulative, and the time goal for the next level is added to your leftover time. If skilled players are playing through long campaigns, they can rack up several minutes, or if you get way too much time on each level. Game inspiration. As almost all other games in the marble racing genre are, Marble Race's Steam description states that the game is inspired by Marble Madness and Hamster Ball. Marble Madness is the first game in the marble racing genre, released in 1984 to arcades along with several consoles and PCs. Hamster Ball is probably the most well-known game in the whole genre, released on Windows in 2004. This game introduced a lot of mechanics there in Marble Race, such as mazes, secret paths, arenas, and much more. I also wouldn't have gotten into Marble Race if I hadn't grown up with Hamster Ball a long time ago, so I'm grateful for that. Speedway 5. This is the first of several levels and campaigns on this iceberg. Speedway 5 was created by Mer-Cube and is based on the Speedway levels in the PS3 version of Hamster Ball, which if you didn't know, is much different from the PC version. Speedway 5 is the most popular level in the workshop, and is even so popular that a menu version was made. This is one of the first levels to utilize a different camera angle, and I think this works in the favor of the level's memorability. Enemies. Along with level design, enemies are the main obstacles of the game. Enemies in Marble Race include bowling balls, which are a variation of the most common enemy in the marble racing genre, the ball, which try to hit you until you fall off the level, bumpers, which will push you quickly in a direction if you hit them, catapults, which are more often friend than foe but will launch you far away if you sit in them, cones, which block your path if you go near them, fans, which can push the marble from far away, knives, which come out of the ground occasionally to follow a path, slicing any marbles in the way, maces, which will crush any badly coordinated marbles, punchers, which will punch forward every now and then, saws, which will cut out a specific area of the level to make it harder to progress, slimes, which slow down the marble if touched, and vacuums, which pop out of the ground if a marble comes nearby and attempt to suck it up. Quite the cast of enemies. Workshop. The workshop is the one mechanic keeping this game alive. It allows you to upload and download levels and campaigns. The workshop separates Marble Race from the rest of the marble racing games, and is basically integral to the Marble Race community. You can open the workshop in-game or view the one on the Steam page. There's a couple issues that come with the workshop, but we'll get into those later in the Iceberg. It's all blue skies here, the music is not creepy at all, we're all doing the happy fun stuff. Checkpoints. Checkpoints are a game mechanic in the marble racing genre where invisible hitboxes are precisely placed across the level. If you hit one for enough time, that checkpoint will be where you respawn if you die later in the level. This is basically required for the game to actually be fun, otherwise you'd have to restart the entire level from just one little mistake. Level Editor. Along with the workshop, the level editor is one of the main themes keeping the game alive. The level editor allows for a lot of creativeness, and will let you change a lot of things no matter how stupid or crazy they get. The editor is pretty well made, though new players of the game have a lot of experimenting to do if they want to get used to the editor. Local multiplayer. Local multiplayer is a staple of marble racing games. It allows for multiple people to play the game at once on the same computer or phone. Local multiplayer can be played on levels or arenas with up to 4 players total. I remember in the older days of Marble Race, I would play arenas with some other people at my school. Those days were fun. Another fun thing to do is to set 4 marbles to the same control and just see what chaos you can create with that, or if you can beat the level with all of them. Cry's Pack series. The Cry's Pack series is a soon-to-be trilogy obviously made by Cry. These campaigns are by far the most famous levels in the game, with Cry's now private video on it getting over 100,000 views. Cry Pack 1 was released in November of 2019, and at the time was one of the first full campaigns uploaded to the workshop. It's generally considered to be a pretty bad campaign, but when I first played it, I actually thought it was pretty fun. I don't know how low my standards were because at the time, I was a mobile player and I was literally stuck on this gear for 20 minutes. The levels in Cry Pack 1 are Warm-Up Landscape, Classic Race, Advanced Race, Bridge Race, Rail Race, Slide Race, Challenge Race, Crazy Castle Race, Multi-Race, Mountain Race, Factory Race, Magic Race, and Ultimate Race. There also was this thing going on in the description of the levels where the levels had a story. It just basically explained how the marble got from each level to the next, but yeah, it's pretty cool. In mid-2020, Cry's Pack 1 received a remake, which made the campaign slightly easier and higher quality. Around a year later, on April 5th of 2021, Cry's Pack 2 was released. Cry's Pack 2 is a gigatons better than Cry's Pack 1 with much better designs, levels, mechanics, and gameplay. It even added the first custom enemy ever made into the game. It is currently considered to be one of the best campaigns in the workshop and is absolutely one of my favorites. The levels in Cry's Pack 2 are Setup Race, Stable Race, Medium Race, Blogger Race, Steep Race, Valley Race, Professional Race, Rockin' Race, Balance Race, Packed Race, Gravitaggly Race, Danger Race, Bizarre Race, Express Race, and Destiny Race. There are so many little details I like in this campaign, I could easily make a separate video for just this campaign. But this entry has been dragging on for long enough. Let's get to Cry's Pack 3. As of making this video, it has not yet been released, and is planned to release this summer. A while back I asked Cry about the newest entry in the series, and he is planning to differentiate Cry Pack 3 from the hamster ball style of Cry Pack 2, so it gives off more of a unique feel. And he's planning on adding things such as minigames and achievements, which both sound like a pain to add, if you ask me. Here's a few of the screenshots he showed a while back. Medals. Similar to Hamster Ball's medals, in Marble Race, you can set up medals for each level. These medals can be unlocked for a level by completing it in a certain amount of time. Marble Race has 5 different types of medals: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Secret. After completing a level, you can go back out to the menu and check which ones you have unlocked for each level. Getting certain medals and colors allows you to unlock new skins for the game, which is a very good idea. Elastic C. Elastic C is the solo developer of Marble Race. He is on several different social medias like YouTube and Discord, and sometimes posts previews and other things about Marble Race. I think he did a pretty good job of bringing the game to where it is today and interacting with the Marble Race community, so thanks for that. Secret areas. A very well-known mechanic in Marble Race are secret areas. Originally in Hamster Ball, secret areas are invisible paths that become visible when stepped on. Reaching the end of the path leads to a button that unlocks a secret level, usually being an arena related to the level you unlocked it on, though you can also use it for unlocking secret bonus races or whatever crazy ideas you have. Secret areas will completely disappear after unlocking them once, but if you reset your progress on the campaign a level was in, you can rediscover the secret area. And you can hear that and watch the confetti fall all over again. Mer-Cube Pack, or rather Mer-Cube Pack number 1, but as of making this video, there isn't a sequel yet, so I'm just going to call it Mer-Cube Pack. Similar to Cry's Pack, Mer-Cube Pack was another campaign released a long time ago that was pretty famous, but unlike Cry's Pack, this campaign was basically just a collection of all of Mer-Cube's levels at the time. There wasn't really a connection in the level designs, and instead of playing through the levels in a set order to unlock all the levels, you can play through the levels in any order you please and without a time limit. The levels in Mer-Cube Pack are Cannon Race, Magic Seed, Master A, Medium Mornings, Pink Bee, Pink Tower, Grounded Race, the Adept Race, the Arduous Race, the Devote Race, the Force Race, the Glow Race, the Intolerant Race, the Moderate Race, the Novice Race, the Pro Race, the Sky Tower, and the Unsteady Race! These levels are a wide variety of difficulties, and some of them take inspiration from levels in Hamster Ball, so it's pretty cool to see this kind of alternate version of the levels. Get it? Mer-Cube Pack contains a lot of my favorite older levels, so it's nice to see them all inside of one campaign instead of filling up the MISC tab. What? We're only done with layer 1? This is gonna be a massive video once I'm done. It's crazy how much can come up from a marble racing game. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Ow! Hit my finger. Please like and subscribe so I can beat insert cringy and relevant YouTuber here.